have a CFS app on the phone, which continually went off, keeping me up to date virtually every 5 to 10 minutes. With that, we also turned the ABC radio on because they give you reasonably good indications of where the fire is heading at the time. It was 20, 30 k's away from us at the time, but we knew when the wind changed that it was going to be heading straight towards us because we'd experienced a fire similar 20 years ago.
The Pinery fire was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I'd never seen smoke approaching our property that high and that big, and luckily my husband warned me about what it was going to be like, about how we would be in complete darkness when it went over, and then how it would clear a bit and then the fire would be here, and that's exactly what happened.
I estimated that we'd probably have an hour, maybe 30 minutes before it got here, because by hearing on the radio the speed of the fire, it was pretty scary. And even just looking at the smoke in the sky was a very good indication, because it was like a mushroom cloud bomb almost going off. Well, when the fire arrived, my priority was to keep the house as wet as possible, especially the access where the embers or flames could get into, within the gutters and the eaves, around the windows and doors and air vents in particular. People seem to forget the air vents, and also the roof they seem to forget about as well, because hot embers can quite easily blow up in your gutters and underneath your iron or your tiles or whatever, and quietly burn your house down while you think it's all safe.
We had mowed all through in preparation. We didn't have any grass on either side of the road, and the wind was going in the right way at that time, so that's really what saved us. A few times I've said to people, well, maybe next time I wouldn't stay, but I think because of my husband's medical condition, I wouldn't have left him. I think we would stay again. But I think you've got to take how you're feeling. If you think you're strong enough to, not panic and defend your home. It's not an easy thing to do, but we were glad that we did.
Through the experience of this fire and the one 20 years ago, I guess, would like to pass on at least a few things: is be prepared and have a plan, because if you don't have a plan you don't know what you're doing, and don't panic. If you have a plan, you know what you're doing, you can stick to it, and communicate with who is with you, so you all know what you're doing and where you're up to.